All right, Maximus Analysis here for October 28th, 2015. They are continuing the push up. Took all my longs the hell off, took the USO off as well. And man, it is a hell of a move. Cannot deny it. Would not be going well. I just can't believe they're up so high. And it is what it is, but they're layering and they followed through. So intraday you have some movements, just throwing a 5 minute again from the 5 minute intraday chart. You can see they just V bottomed, and I hate V and W patterns with a passion because I've seen them so much over the past couple weeks. It's just like golly, and a lot of the stuff is continuing to the upside. So I am not trying to fight this one here. Again, you can see that they're going for those recent highs on the weekly. You can see, again, continuation for more upside going there. And you have the YM. It's up 185, probably the weaker out of the bunch, but still, you know, it's still there, man. I mean, it's declining volume on the weekly, but the week isn't up yet. So we have to see where it goes. Again, we have 2 more days of volume. We have to see how much more we have in the gas tank. But a hell of a move that just cannot be denied at the end of the day. YWM, I got out the shorts because it went down and it came right back up, and I'm not going to hang around to see how wrong I'm going to be. It happened on high volume, and we want to see what kind of play they're going to continue on that one. Goldman actually rocketed up today as well. You had Apple continue to upside. They threw up gold as well, which is up about 6%. So again, I took some off here, took some off when it started to run up midday, and then I just said, you know what? I usually put my stops back, especially on this. I'll put it like 3 bars back, and it took out those, and I was like, you know what? I'll just take it off and look for another trade at the end of the day. So again, we'll look at these heavy hitters and see what we got. So we have Priceline, um, you know, uh, just staying in the trend. Google, we have to be careful of this one. Again, it could just run up, but again, if it gives you a lower high. Again, it's just looking for a retracement to get to a long, in my opinion, right here, right now. It's just got to go with the long side of things. So again, it still needs to clear above this high, but this was earnings selling, so we'll see how that one plays out. Amazon up another $6, looking like it's going towards those previous highs. Of course, LinkedIn is up as well. Gave you a shooting star and a sell signal, but FOMC means that we got the crazies out. So um, still want to see what the type of follow through is looking for this, but again, getting up to this 221 area and not really piercing it means they're still below its 200-day moving average in a major way. You had Tesla still in that tight flag type of position, and you don't want to really discount where the trend is. So could it is it in completely a ton of oversold movement? Yes, but if it gets below this 207.50, then it could continue down because out of all the madness has been going on with the markets day in and day out, just flushing up down. This has just been sideways over the last couple of days and really hasn't really given you much from that consumer reports washout. So here's it just got to the 50% and it's pretty much trading sideways. So you look at this, it's kind of like really just in this little small little box right here, and we want to see where it pops out. So again, this would be more like a B pattern, and then see if it breaks down to the downside. IWM we did already. Twitter, this was a crazy day. Again, was trading intraday and stuff. I'm actually doing a lot more intraday trading now. It's gonna start back up. We had we had a gap down, and they filled that gap in a hurry for Twitter. So again, it's pretty much if we take a 5 minute chart, we can see that pretty much from here they just this black area is where the overnight lows were. It just continuing to grind up and close near the highs. So continuing to look at that. Netflix popping up, actually popping up a little bit. So again, we'll see how much of this retracement, if they're not going to flag, let's see how much of a retracement you're going to get for this side of things. So we're still at that 50%. So let's see what happens when they break a low, because it's still on very light volume. And if we look at where it is regarding the swing, overall swing, if you took from down here or down here, yes, it still looks up, but this, we have to see what happens when it breaks a low. So who else? Facebook continues to grind higher. So again, I'm expecting some type of pullback. A lot of high momentum names do look overextended, but this is just it's like, damn, is this shit happening again? And what I mean by this shit happening again is this. Remember I showed you guys this a couple days ago and said, look at that. It's the same measured move like this previous one to date from these lows. And I'm like, damn, it is what it is. This is a mirror image of that move that we had last October. Do you think it's a coincidence? I don't think so. It's just like year end, they're like, dude, I'm going to get my year end numbers, which year end for a lot of mutual funds are the 31st or the end of October. And they're like, you know what? I'm going for the same thing. And this is not a coincidence. So they end up making their numbers and going from there. So it's just like, wow, it is what it is. So again, if you had your stops in, you got stopped out. Part of trading. Limit the risk, 1% per trade, and kind of go from there. But this has been a wild ride. So we'll see. Again, we're back to the chop. I wish we never had to talk about this damn chop again, but we're at the midpoint level and a measured move from this last October. Exact similar thing going on. Hey, it is what it is. So we'll just reassess it and see if there's trades to take. Take care.